Hey Heritage, and welcome into our first 5-star news of the spring semester. I'm Brady Chandler.
And I'm Max Jones, and we'll be your show host, keeping you up to date of all things Heritage. News, weather, sports, and entertainment for the next few months.
Yeah, so sit back, nestle into your nice comfortable desk or chair, and get ready to be informed, entertained, and up to date with all things Heritage.
Sounds good.
I'm ready to get this thing rolling, so let's send y'all over to our first segment. It's our announcement portion of the show we call What's Up Heritage.
Here's Isaac Delk.
Welcome back to What's Up Heritage. Now, let's get on to some Friday announcements. First off, I would like to say welcome to the second semester of this school year. Let's make this better than last semester. Next up, our Heritage Talent Show will be happening on February 1st. It'll be at the theater, and it will cost $3. And lastly, congrats to the people that made it to the All-State Band. Hope you are happy with your great achievement. Now, let's get on to the weather with our weatherman, Kieran Freed.
Hello, I am Kieran Freed, and this is your weather forecast. For Friday, it will be cloudy with a high of 42 and a low of 29. On Saturday, it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 47 and a low of 27. Sunday, it'll be partly cloudy as well as a high of 54 and a low of 34. And now let's get back to the anchors for more news.
Thanks, Isaac. Good to see you back on the show with us this semester.
Moving on to the news now. And with this being a new semester, we wanted to figure out what's new here at Heritage.
Are there any new teachers, new classes, new clubs? Well, I'm not sure, but our 5-star news reporter Lauren Mock and Jonathan Glover hit the halls earlier this week to find out.
So we have 2 new classes, new opportunities at Heritage this semester. Ms. Zip is teaching a college-level U.S. history class, and Ms. Cosby is teaching a college-level English class. These classes will basically get students high school credit, and they'll get a college credit through Georgia Northwestern Tech. So those college credits will transfer to any school that students plan to go to after graduating from high school. So the beauty of this is they can stay on campus, and it doesn't count in their Hope scholarship hours, so they get some free college credit by earning credit in the courses with Ms. Zip and Ms. Cosby. This is the first time we've done it on campus, and hopefully this will work well and we'll expand and offer some more classes.
Well, I'm very excited about it. Actually, both Mrs. Cosby and I are piloting this project for Heritage for the first time ever. So we're both very excited about it. It's a great opportunity for our students. They don't have to leave campus for dual enrollment. They can take it here. Next year, there'll be 2 English classes and 2 U.S. history classes, so there'll be more availability to even get more credit. It's a great opportunity for Heritage students.
We've looked at this for several years. You know, we offer AP classes. We have students take dual enrollment classes at Shorter, Dalton, and Georgia Northwestern. So what made this happen is our teachers have the credentials to be adjunct professors at Georgia Northwestern Tech. So basically they're serving both the college and the school and meet the requirements for both so that their students can get the college credit.
In order to teach dual enrollment, Ms. Zip and I had to have a minimum of 18 graduate, that means master's level hours, specific to the subject that we're teaching. And so we had all of that work earlier. We had done that within our master's level courses when we got our master's degrees. And then to be able to teach at Georgia Northwestern, we just needed to kind of follow their steps. Like we had to prove that we had the credit through our transcripts, and then we had to go through their format of becoming a GNTC faculty member.
Thanks, guys, for those reports. These new dual enrollment classes should be very beneficial.
Indeed. Now to some new things that I know some of you students worried about over Christmas break.
What's that, Brady?
Well, with the spring semester getting cranked up, everyone has a new class schedule, new teachers, new routines, yada, yada, yada.
Oh, I gotcha.
So here at the show, talk to some students to find out how things are looking with their schedules, good, bad, or ugly.
I'm pretty happy with my schedule, but my 4th block is really hard. I've never had an honors class before, and I'm trying a new honors class, Ms. Zip, for U.S. history, and I'm going to struggle, but I'm hoping to make a good grade in that class.
Love it here. I worked at Ottawa for a hot second, and compared to there, this is like dream come true. I have to work with Miss Ferry though. No, I'm just kidding. I love Miss Ferry. And Miss Handy over here, fantastic people. I got a really good hall to work on, so.
I actually just got it changed, so I'm pretty hype about it. Got team sports first block, got out of intro to healthcare. I'm pretty happy about it. You know, the rest of my schedule's all right, so this is really the highlight of my day right here.
So the first 2 days of school are schedule request changes. It's a little crazy. We will make the change if we can possibly make the change. Sometimes it just does not work out logistically or classes are already full, but we will do our best. You just make sure to scan the QR code on the front of the counseling office door, and we will look at them all throughout the day and try to make the changes as best as we can.
I like most of my classes so far. I don't really like my fourth block, but that's just because I'm not good at math.
I had my first block changed. I had intro to healthcare, and I don't want to go into the health field, so I got switched to JG's class for the news in the morning.
I got first block planning, which is kind of cool because that means I don't have to see anybody for like the first hour of school. But also kind of sucks because I have to do 3 classes back to back.
I was going to get my schedule changed to weight training, but I decided to keep my first block being team sports.
I've also got AP Biology, Honors Pre-Cal, and Art 1 with Miss Wells. So my second and third block, kind of hard, kind of difficult, not the best part of my day, but, you know, Art 1 really tames it down after that.
Sounds like most of you are happy.
Time for a quick commercial break here on the show.
But hang with us. Jonathan Glover and Lauren Mock will join us when we come back for sports.
Sure will. They'll tell us about some good results coming from our wrestling team, boys and girls basketball squad, and our volleyball girls.
Stay with us. Sports is next.
Big weekend for basketball starting tonight right here at the Taj. That's right, 2 nights, 2 games against 2 great opponents. Make plans to be here tonight as our Generals Hoopsters tangle with bitter rival Northwest Whitfield. Girls game starts at 7 tonight. The boys will follow at 8:30. Then the guys and girls will be back in action on Saturday as Christian Heritage comes to town. Tickets to the game are $5. See you tonight, Generals against the Bruins.
Hello everyone and welcome into sports. I'm Jonathan Glover.
And I'm Lauren Mock, and we're going to be taking you through all things spring sports in this semester.
Yes, and I'm really excited about it, Lauren, so let's jump right into today with news about our wrestling team.
Sounds good to me, and yes, Coach Graff's Grapplers took the mat this past weekend at the Taj where they hosted the region tournament.
The Generals entered into the tournament as one of the favorites, and when all was said and done, they were just that. They came runner-up in the tournament.
Here's 5-star sports reporters Max Owens and Brady Chandler with some reactions from the team and Coach Graff.
In the end, it went well. We got off to a rough start, though. We had Central Carroll in the first round, and we came out a little flat against them. That knocked us in the consolation bracket. We had a tough match with Northwest Whitfield. We wrestled them tough. Then we went on and advanced and wrestled Southeast Whitfield in the consolation finals, and we beat them pretty soundly. And so then that gave us the opportunity to wrestle for true second. So we challenged Sonoraville, who had just wrestled Central Carroll and lost, and we challenged them, and we wrestled them tough. And we had some big matches show up, some guys show up in big matches, and we ended up winning that and finishing region runner-up.
I felt I could have done better. I went 3-1, and I tech-fouled one kid and pinned the other 2, and my loss, I definitely could have done some things better. Definitely could have fought harder, cut the guy, let him up, take him down more. I got thrown in some move. He got 5 points from it, and the points that I'd given him for escapes came back to me, and I just ended up losing. But it won't happen next time. I'll see him again at regions.
I did all right. I mean, I only won like 2 matches. I got thrown in a headlock and pinned. So wasn't my greatest performance on the year, but we still came through. We got that second place victory, and we're going to be headed to sectionals this week.
All right, so state sectionals is next. It's going to be in Bainbridge, Georgia. We'll have to travel down to close to the Florida line to wrestle them. I think we've got a pretty good shot of making it on to the Elite 8 like we did last year. So last year we finished 5th in the state in duals wrestling, and so our goal this year is to finish in the top 2 and definitely in the top 4.
Congrats, guys, and good luck down in Bainbridge this weekend.
to volleyball now, and even though our season's been over for a few months, awards seem to keep flying in for members of the team.
They sure do, and this time 2 generals were recognized. Lexi Berry and Aaliyah Rogers were recently tabbed Co-Player of the Year by Catoosa County.
Good stuff for sure. We talked with Coach Guest and the players earlier in the week to get their reactions.
This season was definitely a struggle at the beginning for me. Coming into my sophomore year, it was a lot different than my freshman year. But I think overall it went really well, and I learned a lot. And I had a lot of fun, and it was really cool to see the award that I got. I also received first team in the region after region tournament, and that was cool.
They were leaders on the court, off the court. I feel like they kind of became our go-to players on offense and defensively, like getting stops on the ball whenever we went up for blocks and everything. I just feel like without them, we definitely would have been in a different place this season. Oh yeah, we're losing one player mainly. Hello, behind the screen, but we've got really just we don't really have to rebuild again. We've got pretty much the same team. We left on a really good note on the end of the season. And I feel like we kind of gained a lot of confidence in that final game that we had because we realized that we can really be more dominant than what we thought. So it's kind of exciting.
Congrats, ladies, and on to basketball now. And our boys and girls continued region play this past Tuesday as they both made long trips down to South Cedartown to take on the Bulldogs.
Yes, Jonathan, you know that was definitely a haul.
No doubt, and anytime you go that far to play it, the opponent is pretty good.
How did the teams fare? Here's our very own Coach Green with a recap of the boys' game, followed by some reactions of the girls' game.
It was good. Second region game of the year. It's always tough going on the road that far away in the middle of the week. But I thought the guys responded well. Thought we played with good pace. Thought we guarded well. And usually if you'll go and play defense on the road, you'll get a win, and we did. So it moved us to 1-1 in the region. Well, I thought we got a bunch of collective efforts from different individuals. Lennon Barrett's somebody who's really stepped up for us and played really well on the offensive end.
I thought I played pretty well. My teammates were getting me open. I was knocking down shots, and it just felt good to get a win.
I think he finished with 16 points. Caleb Biddle had a good night offensively with 14 points. And then we had just, 7, 6, 8 from different individuals.
I think I played pretty decent. I could have done better, but I played good defense, and teammates were knocking down shots, so we came out with a win.
Collectively, though, we're going to need everybody to put the ball in the hole to truly be successful, so that's kind of what we're getting right now.
Northwest has been a problem for us the past few years. We haven't been doing too great this year, but I think we can get on a roll and do pretty well in region.
Always pretty difficult, always pretty high-paced up and down game. Usually if you'll take care of the basketball and just be fundamental and strong with it, then you get a shot against them. We just got to be mature, and if we do that, we'll be just fine.
I know that they beat Cedartown by, I think, 7. We beat Cedartown by, I think, 15. So it should be a pretty good game. But, I think if we just play like we did against them, then we'll be good.
Really well for us. Long trip, of course, to Cedartown, and always important to get a road region win. So we're 2-0 in the region, which is great. Good preparation game for us to play against a team on the road before we play Northwest at home on Friday, which is a big one. Girls did what they had to do, very mature performance.
Our game against Cedartown was pretty good. We were able to get our second region win, which puts us at 2-0, which is always exciting. We got a pretty early lead against Cedartown, which gave a chance for some of our players who don't get to play as much to get some court time, which is always good. Just a good ego booster, I guess, for Friday night to get us prepared to hopefully go 3-0 in the region.
First quarter kind of put them away and ended up, the starters could rest a little bit, didn't play that much, but were very productive. I think everybody on the team that played last night scored.
Thanks for sports, you two, and good luck to our wrestlers and basketball players later tonight and this weekend.
And now, time for some entertainment before we let you go today.
Yep, and today we are introducing a couple of new segments for the spring semester.
The first one will test our students' and faculty's knowledge as our BBB crew that consists of Lennon Barrett, Gavin Broderick, and Bryce Quells finds out if you're smarter than a 5th grader. Take it away, guys.
Yo, what's good? It's BBB. We're back here asking people, are they smarter than a 5th grader? Who are we here with?
Kinsley Ballou.
All right. Who was the 16th President of the United States?
Abraham Lincoln.
That is correct. Who are we here with?
Lily.
All right. Who is the 16th President of the United States?
Abraham Lincoln?
That is correct.
All right, the first question is, who is the 16th President of the United States?
Gerald Ford.
Wrong. Next question. How many times does 7 divide into 49?
7.
That is correct.
How many times does 7 divide into 49?
2 times.
How many times does 7 divide into 49?
5.
Wrong. All right, last question. How many zeros are in the numeral for 1 million?
6.
That is correct. Next question. How many zeros are in the numeral for 1 million?
6.
That is correct.
The next thing is, how many zeros are in the numeral of 1 million?
10.
Close again.
But no zero.
And that is it for this segment of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Peace out.
Now to our final segment piece of the day, and this one deals with fashion. We're calling this one Fit Check.
Here's entertainment reporters Kieran Freed and Isaac Delk with their first installment.
I'm Isaac Delk.
And I'm Kieran Freed.
And welcome to the first edition of Fit Check Friday. And for the first edition of Fit Check Friday, we're going to be going with 3 random celebrities and see how good their outfit is. So first one here, we have kind of like a British-like style, looking like you're going to be like going around the city.
Points will be deducted for being British.
I feel like that's pretty fair. For hype, I mean, you're not really seeing as much hype into it, but I see where it's going.
Yeah, like it's got good style. It's got good style. I've seen outfits kind of like it, so like maybe not that original, but overall pretty good.
And for the overall opinion, we're gonna have to give it a solid 8.5 out of 10.
All right.
And here's our second outfit. It looks like Ryan Reynolds if he was on something. Really good, kind of like a vintage-like style. With the shirt, looks like he might be going to like a club or something. There's just a lot going on in the picture. Really good style. The color matching is pretty good. I gotta give it a solid 8. I feel like the glasses also kind of makes it look a bit better.
12 out of 10 for like. That's all I have to say. And for number 3, what is that, a piece of ham?
Oh gosh, that is just terrifying.
What is going on there? Who decided that was a good idea?
Either this is for a charity or they thought they were actually doing something different. This is absolutely one of the worst styles I've seen in my entire life. Who is a celebrity and why does this exist?
That was interesting, to say the least.
And with that, that'll wrap us up at this edition of the 5-Star News. We'll see you again next Wednesday for a brand new report.
So until then,
stay classy, Heritage.